Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. This is Jekalyn, Carr's Family Affair. In the studio today, we have the one and the only Kelontae, Gavin.
What's up?
How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Now, before we go on with anything, because we have some exciting news to announce to y'all. Like, are y'all ready? That's why you can't miss it. But we love this time because it is literally our morning motivation.
Yes.
Somebody who's listening, they need an extra push. Give them a word.
Oh my gosh. They're saying gun violence is going up, but there's another thing that's going up, mental health. And while you may have a good job, good credit, while you may feel like you're good, there's also another side of you that may feel frustrated. So I'm talking to somebody who's a creative, a mother, a father, a grandmother, a lawyer. I'm talking to a coach, a mentee, an athlete. There is one thing that's scary about your growth, and it's called being alone. Not loneliness, but being alone. It's one thing that your church don't preach about. Pastor don't talk about this, because loneliness is a feeling. It's a state of mind. But to be alone requires growth. It's development. Jesus practiced it. Do you know how many times, Jekalyn, the Bible says that Jesus departed? And so I want to talk to that person who's a dreamer, that person who's an artist, an aspiring worship leader, somebody who serves, somebody who just got it. Listen, you got to hang tight and honor the seclusion season that you're in, because it's developing you in the dark. And anybody that know the old pictures, that, man, they click, they got you. They would put it in the dark so that it could develop from the negative to a positive. So count it all joy. Know that all things work together for the good of them that love God and are called according to his birth. If you're ready for elevation, then you got to be prepared for seclusion. You got this.
Now, Kelontae, you did something today.
Yeah.
Tell us what you did.
I just released, y'all, my album, new album, Testify. Let's go.
Yes. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Talk to us about Testify. What is the message behind this album?
Man, say something about what God has done for you. I understand we don't show everything. We're very private. We don't want to show everything God's doing. But there are some seasons where somebody needs to hear your story. Somebody needs to hear about the God that brought you out. That was good to you. That was good to your marriage, your children, whatever. And all Testify is a collective of songs that literally, it doesn't just tell about what God has done, but it also foretell about your future and gives you hope for your tomorrow. So Testify. I mean, y'all, tell about what God's done for you, through you, and to you. So there are songs on here that we wrote, and of course you penned a song. Live Again is on here, a prophetic anthem that literally talks about grabbing a hold to life, to live, keyword, again. Because life be lifing. Life be lifing, stuff be happening, and I love the prophetic anthem because we want to tell you that, man, no, you're not just called to exist, but you're called to live. So to testify, you got to live. So I'm excited about this album. Y'all share it with the family, share it with the cousin, your pastor, worship team. And go get it.
You just dropped your album, your family. Whether you know it or not, you ain't got to go nowhere to get it. You can just be where you are, pick up your phone, and pull it up and all that good stuff. But Kelontae, what is one of your favorite songs on the album?
Ooh, good question, man. I love it. I want to say the title track, because of course it's testifying. It's so simple. The gospel is simple. What we sing about is simple. It may be complex in arrangement and producing, but it's so simple. It just simply says, like, I've seen too much, been through too much. He's done so much. I gotta testify.
I feel like there's a reason why when I was growing up, we used to have testimony service.
Come on.
Because of course the Bible tells us we overcome by the word of our testimony. So if you never share, somebody won't believe. How do you know?
That's good.
How do you not know that someone's faith is depending on your testimony? You know what I mean? And so we literally see your testimony and what God has done for you. And I want to talk about that in just a few moments, like where you started and where you are now and how you feel. Because I know it must feel amazing. Let's talk about your journey a little bit and how you started and where you are now, because we clearly see you have a lot to testify about. How do you feel about it?
Man, I told somebody the other day, JC, I really feel like, I wonder if Jesus felt like this from going from 12 and then starting his ministry at 30. Like, everybody saw me come on the scene in the high school cafeteria. Of course, blew up, changed my life. I got signed a year later. We got The Higher, The Know They Worship, Hold Me Close. A lot of records came from that God has blessed my journey. And now I still feel like I'm in discovery and evolution. Like God is still opening doors, blowing my mind as I'm a bridge. I've always felt like I was a bridge from the old season, but your grandchildren, be able to be, reachable and versatile.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
As I begin to think about the name of your album, Testify,
Yes.
and literally seeing your story, there is nothing like being able to sing or have experienced what you're singing about.
Ooh,
you know what I
come
mean?
on.
You know how, because it comes from a different place.
Yes.
And I tell people, we don't just sing this because it sounds good. No, like
Yeah.
this is literally our testimony. So how would you encourage others to just not be ashamed to testify when God, permits them to do so?
Man, it's courage. It's boldness.
Yeah.
Like you have to be willing to. That's something. Testifying is doing something you've never done because you came out of something you've never experienced.
Yeah.
So it's from faith to faith, from glory to glory. Like it was my testimony of coming from a child molestation to be like, nah, God is a healer.
Yeah.
God is a restorer.
Yeah.
God literally will make a way when you're at a brick wall
Yeah.
and visit the address. Just don't go back and live. So you
Yeah.
come out of stuff to be a testimonial to people, and that's why I did this record. My father, a few months ago, actually, my father went through something where he literally got shot in his face, or the pellets from the shot got into his eyes. He literally is now legally blind. So talk about going 40 years you can see, and now all of a sudden, in one instant, seconds, your eyesight is gone.
Wow.
And my father, who didn't raise me, who was not there, but I love dearly, I'm getting called to go and take care of the man who didn't take care of me. God was showing me, bro, that's what it's about when it comes to me and you.
Yeah.
Like look at what you've been. Look how many times I had to carry you and you couldn't see.
Come on.
So sometimes God will take your eyesight to give you insight.
My God.
And I believe that story of my father and where we are now, our relationship has gotten stronger because I literally had to be to the hospital for a whole week for somebody I don't even know like that.
Wow.
But I came from his loins. So I have to testify that God kept him to live another day. God has literally been blowing his mind. He's now closer to God through that relationship. And I just want to encourage somebody, be bold, be courageous. Somebody got to hear it.
Yeah. Listen, first of all, you dropping all these words. Dropped your album.
Yes.
I mean, tell us any else you want us to know that is happening in your life, because again, we clearly see God is being good to you.
Man, you guys stay tuned. I'm once again, I'm in evolution and discovery.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the next, and for me to create initiatives where I get to be that light to this generation. Like, it's cool to love Jesus and J's. I just launched something called Worship University, Jekalyn, where I teach and I instruct with the help of an incredible team. Your incredible dad was my guest this week, and he literally tore us up on artist development, what it is to be an artist, the backstage. He gave us just keys on family balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff I wish I had known earlier, because when God starts to elevate you and, promote and you become blessed, the first people you have a warfare with is family. And so it was just excited. So super excited about what's next, man.
Yeah, I love it. So again, people, the album is out.
It's out.
It's finally out. How does it feel? First of all, I know sometimes it's almost like a pregnant woman when she had that baby in her belly. For all those months. Yeah. And then finally, when that baby is out, you get to just see the blessing and all that good stuff. How does it feel that this baby is out?
I love that. It hurt. It hurt, man. It hurt, man.
Yeah.
And I don't say because I'm a woman, of course, but in the symbolism of a pregnancy and what a woman goes through, man, coming to that last trimester, man, I really felt like all hell broke loose in my mind, my personal, how I view myself. Yeah. And I'm so glad that this album is out at this time, because family, I like and I love creating music where people can feel. If I can't feel it, I don't want to sing it.
Come on.
And so I'm excited about this because it's a testament to somebody else who's also carrying, who's also carrying a dream, a conference, a book. I mean, your family, your relationships. Like, keep holding on, because in the end, you're going to testify. So let my new album, Testify, be a blessing to you and your life and all that God is doing through you as well.
I love it. Family, there you have it. Kelontae, Gavin. Give all your social media handles, too, for people to follow you.
Absolutely. Family, follow me. Facebook, Kelontae Gavin, KELONTAE. Like to spell it out. _Gavin. Gavin. Man, let me see. Oh, y'all, please go and subscribe. YouTube is hot, Jekalyn.
Yes.
I hear nobody watch you. They don't watch TV no more. They're watching YouTube. So go on my YouTube channel at I am Kelontae Gavin. Stay locked and loaded on all I got coming.
I love it. Well, family, we have Kelontae in the studio. And one more thing before we leave. Kelontae trying to grow a beard, y'all.
Golly.
You better be growing a beard in this season of your life.
You're crazy. I love it. Oh, my God.
Family, go get his album, Testify. It has just dropped on today.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss out on this opportunity for your life and your homes to be blessed. And I pray that even as you listen to this album, that God will begin to convict you to testify of his goodness. And you will see his goodness in a greater way. I love you, Kelontae.
Love you more, JC.
Family, don't you go anywhere. It's praise.